Hey guys, how's it going? Collections here, and today we're looking at another action figure review. This is the Doctor of Thugonomics, the WWE Ultimate Edition, John Cena from Mattel. Alright, so let's kick things off with the packaging. John Cena obviously comes with the Ultimate Edition box, which has an open window up front so we can see the figure, all the head sculpts, and all the different accessories. On the side, it just says Ultimate Edition John Cena. On the back, we've got a really cool action figure pose of John Cena up here and the actual John Cena picture from, I'm not sure when that is, but it's a pretty cool picture. We've got some bio on John Cena here and also like a cool description if you want to read it. On the other side, we just got a cool picture of John Cena with his angry face and his orange colored hat. On the bottom, we've got some legalese and details. And on the top, nothing much. So that's the box. Alright, so here we have John Cena out of the packaging, and from what I can see, first impressions, he looks like a really good figure. Let's take a closer look. So looking at his face up close, that looks like a pretty good face. The only issue that I have with it is that the neck is a little bit lost with the head sitting so low. So if I guess the head was, if I can get that off, sitting at about maybe that much or a little bit lower than that, that would probably make the figure look a little bit better, because he actually has a neck now, because when you're sitting it flush against the peg, it's just a really short neck, so that doesn't do the figure any favors. But in terms of the head sculpt looks really nice, very accurate to John Cena. And yeah, the hair looks pretty cool as well. I think Attitude Era John Cena, where he had like shorter hair, but he's had like similar hair like his whole career, but that hair just reminds me of that time. The only complaint that I have is the body is a little bit weird with this kind of articulation system going on, where there's like a big gap from where the waist ends and then the shoulder, the chest muscles and whatever muscles these are start. So that's like a big gap there, but everything else is painted on so crisp. So hustle, loyalty, respect on his underwear, which is pretty cool. And the other thing I really like is the sweatbands as well, because they've got a very kind of textured look, which really resembles like a real sweatband. And also on the hands. And if you actually close up look at this here, it actually says hustle, loyalty, respect. So it's legible as well. So that's pretty interesting. Very well done. Very well executed. The other thing I don't like about this figure is that the pants are actually articulated, not the legs. So then it just makes the figure look really janky when you're bending his legs. Yeah, that kind of distracts from the figure. The other thing is the boots. It's just loose. It doesn't, like, it's difficult for him to stand because the boots are so loose. But I guess he's standing now. But yeah, it's just a little bit troublesome because the boots are so loose and the way they're articulated allows for it to be loose. So that's one of the other complaints that I have. Other than that, so much details, fantastic figure. I think that in terms of detail, the Ultimate Edition figures are doing a really good job. So let's look at the articulation on this John Cena figure. In terms of the head can go up that much and go down that much, which is, I guess, okay either way. It has a little bit of attitude. It can look left and right pretty well, so no issues there. It could probably go 360. Yep, it can go 360, so no issues there. Shoulders can go up that much, which is decent. There's a bicep swivel. The shoulders can rotate in the peg as well. There's a bicep swivel here. There's double jointed elbows, which is the Ultimate Edition, I guess, addition. So the Ultimate Edition figures do have double elbows, which is pretty cool. The wrist can swivel and go in and out. That's pretty cool. That's the same for both hands. His abs can go forward that much, which isn't too much. And he can go back that much, which is alright. He can go to the left and right that much, which is decent. There's a waist swivel, so he can go all the way around. His legs can go out that much, which is alright, not that bad. His legs can kick forward that much, which is, I guess, okay. He could probably kick someone's knee. Legs can't go back at all because of the sculpted butt. Double joint in the knees, which can crunch in that much. So that's pretty cool actually. Good crunch. Is there any swivel here? No swivel here. The legs can go around, so there's a swivel at this joint here, and you can go a little bit up, a little bit down, but it's really, I don't know what it is, it's restricted. So that's what I can do, get it to do. There's ankle sorry, there is toe pivot as well. So that's what the toe can do. And there's a little bit of rocking back and forth. So all in all, not too bad. But the only thing I think could have been done better is I've got another John Cena figure. So this figure actually has the knee under the pants area, I guess. So, you know, he can crunch up that much, which is pretty cool, but it doesn't distract from the jeans breaking. I mean, it does look horrible still. I'm not sure what's the best way to actually achieve that. But yeah, this looks a little bit better in my opinion, where the knees kind of crunch in without damaging like the integrity of the jeans. So that's that, but I think still articulation wise, this figure can do a lot. So comparing the Ultimate Edition John Cena to this John Cena, let's have a look at just the abs because that's the most different kind of joint here. So that's what the figure can do crunched forward, which I guess this one, the non-ultimate one can do a little bit better, the elite one. And going back, I think, yeah, this one still does better in terms of the ab articulation. So this one doesn't look nice because of the breakage here and also doesn't perform as well. So I don't know, it's just a unique way of articulating because it can still do that, which this one can't at all. But yeah, I guess it is what it is. So in terms of the elbow, let's check out how much the double joint really works. So if we crunch that up here and we crunch that up here, which doesn't go further than that. So yeah, the double joint does work a lot better than the standard elite articulation, which I guess is cool. So in terms of head sculpts, John Cena does come with 3 head sculpts. So one that's on the body and 2 that are additional. So let's look at the screaming head first. So the screaming head looks pretty cool. It's got a lot of emotions in there. There's a little bit of a black kind of thing here, but you could probably scratch it off. And yeah, this head would be really awesome for poses where he's doing like maybe attitude adjustments off the ladder or just, you know, cheering to posing to the crowd or something like that. So that looks pretty cool. I think it's a pretty cool head sculpt, and the digital printing technology does look good. But yeah, the teeth, the part in there looks a little bit weird. But yeah, it's a good head sculpt nonetheless. I think I still do really like this head sculpt. The other head sculpt is one where John Cena is smiling, and I think that one resembles John Cena the most because they've nailed the details on this sculpt so much. Like, that is so awesome. Definitely looks like Cena. So that is an incredible head sculpt, and I guess nothing else to say. Face printing technology looks awesome. Yeah, just awesome head sculpt. For additional accessories, he also comes with a really cool hat. It just says hustle, loyalty, respect. Can't speak today. Hustle, loyalty, respect. And also fits on the head. Okay, I guess. There's no issues there, so fits on the head pretty cool. He also comes with a hustle, loyalty, respect t-shirt, which is velcroed on the back. So basically works like every other WWE action figure clothing. You just put it on and then velcro it at the back. The material's alright. The printing is done pretty cool. So that's really nice. It's just very legible and very crisp. That's cool. And he also comes with his spinner belt, which is incredible. I don't have one of these belts from any of my other action figures, so I'm really digging this. Very good details. Very detailed piece. Very intricate as well. It says champ on here, which is, I guess, very hard to see, but you can see it when it's, yeah, there you go, champ. And Raw on this, WWE on this. Yeah, lots of good details here, man. Like, I'm really digging this. So John Cena does also come with 4 additional hands. Two hands that are more action posy, so I guess just standard when he's trying to do the fight knuckle shuffle, stuff like that. The image on the back uses this hand, so we've got the same hands for the left and the right, and we've got the you can't see me kind of splayed out hands for the left and the right as well. And all in all, the hands are pretty detailed. I can't complain. There's no paint on the nails to distinguish that they're nails, but yeah, they look fairly detailed. And all the veins and the musculature there, that's pretty accurate to what a real hand looks like, so I am happy with those. I almost forgot John Cena also comes with a dog tag, so it's pretty cool. Yeah, it looks like a chain, but it looks just too thick, and the dog tags do look a little bit weird because they've got the black. So I think the black is supposed to be like a casing, and then the silver inside is the actual dog tags, but they look a little bit rough. So here we have John Cena with all of his accessories, or most of what I could fit, and I do have to admit this is a really cool action figure, and I guess the t-shirt could have been done a little bit better without the velcro on the back, where you're using just elastic or more stretchy fabrics, and then you could just make it like a actual t-shirt. I could do tutorials on making t-shirts for WWE action figures if anyone wants, so if you want something like that, please leave a comment below and I'll try to get to that as soon as I can. But I think that, yeah, single piece shirt might have looked a lot better, just in terms of if you're turning him to the back. Yeah, that just looks a little bit trash. So there's that. But other than that, I think this is a pretty cool figure. So in terms of size comparison, here we have John Cena inside a WWE Superstars ring. So this is not the elite scale ring, but it's just like a smaller version. But I think this really works in terms of this, because this is the only one I could find in Australia. Here's John Cena next to a table, next to a ladder, next to a KO Elite AliExpress John Cena, next to an actual Elite Fruity Pebbles John Cena, Ultimate Edition Shawn Michaels, Ultimate Edition Triple H, Elite Rock with a basic rock head, the phenomenal AJ Styles, Ultimate Edition Brock Lesnar, Elite Biker Undertaker with the custom shirt thing, Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure Bro Thor, McFarlane the Infected Superman, Mezco Supreme Knight with custom trunks, custom Mezco style Dark Knight Returns built on a Marvel Legends body, Mayfex Cyborg, and the SH Figure Arts Justice League Flash. So in conclusion, I think that this is a great John Cena action figure. The accessories and the alternate heads really give the action figure a lot more posability, and the hands really do work in terms of giving him more dynamic posability as well. He definitely does beat out the other elite John Cena figures that I have, so I definitely think that this is the best John Cena in my collection at the moment, and I only have 3, so yeah, that's it's not like a really high bar, but I still think that this is a really decent figure that you should purchase if you can. Just with the heads, I think the heads are really accurate, and even if you're switching heads or using the extra heads that come with this figure on the other elite figures you have, it will just look so much better. So in terms of posability, the double jointed elbows does help so much more, and the diaphragm joint, I don't know, it just looks a little bit weird, but it gets the job done, so I can't complain too much. The legs are definitely a little bit wobbly, and the knees are not to my liking, but all in all, this is a really good action figure, I think. So yeah, it's good job, Mattel. So that's my review, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope it was informative enough for you to decide whether to get this figure or not. I'm actually preparing a lot more videos in terms of customs as well, so I'm thinking of doing customs for t-shirts and basic pants and stuff like that, so you can put it on like any figure that you want, even WWE figures. So I'm probably going to start that line pretty soon. I'm also making some good progress on some other customs that I'm working on, so I'll showcase them pretty soon as well and give you tutorials like always. So stay tuned, and I hope to see you in the next video.